Hi, my name is Eric Tender, and I'm author of the book The Amazing Dog Training Man, and you can get my free ebook 101 Ways to Improve Your Dog's Behavior at AmazingDogTrainingMan.com. And as I said, I'm the Amazing Dog Training Man, and in this video I wanted to talk about conversations with my dog. And this is actually a book that was written by a guy that I admire greatly, and this guy I really considered a good friend, and unfortunately he just passed away last week. And I never met this friend, I never even spoke to him, but I did spend hours listening to him and his tapes and his CDs and reading his books. And his name is Zig Ziglar, and some of you may recognize this guy and may be familiar with him. But old Zig was he passed away from pneumonia, and he was a motivational speaker and an author that influenced millions of people. I started listening to him when I was in my early 20s and just thought the guy was great. Actually, the first time I heard his voice, I thought he was a fraud. I heard his voice and I didn't think, I was like, oh man, I'm not going to listen to this guy. And then luckily I continued listening for a few more minutes, and then I became totally hooked and think he's just the greatest guy in the world, and his books and CDs and his DVDs are all great and highly recommend him. But the other reason I like Zig is that he was also a dog lover. He actually even wrote a book, Conversations with My Dog, and it was about his he had a, I think it was a corgi, corgi, and it's an interesting book. And you know, Zig says that most dog owners talk to their dogs, and most of us do, but he actually had conversations with his dog. And he is famous for a lot of things, but he's especially famous for a lot of quotes, and one of his most popular quotes is something that applies to dog training. And that quote is, people often say that motivation doesn't last. Well, neither does bathing. That's why we recommend it daily. And this is really good for anybody that's training a dog to understand and know, because what we have to do is we have to constantly train our dog, and training is an ongoing process. It doesn't have to be a full 30-40 hour session every day, but every day your dog is constantly studying you and constantly watching you and is constantly learning from you, and you want to make sure that you are doing the right things and that you're training. And you also want to start using what I like to call life rewards. And life rewards are just the things that happen in the day-to-day life of that you and your dog have together, and you just want to make sure that you are using these life rewards properly. So an example of a life reward would be going out the door, picking up your dog's leash or collar, going for a car ride, breakfast, dinner, visitors knocking on your door, tug games. All of these are life rewards, and you can use them to reinforce your dog's behavior. So if you pick up a leash, most dogs immediately get excited. Wow, we're going for a walk. They see the leash, they associate it with going for a walk, and a lot of dog owners will go over there and wrestle the dog and try to get the leash on him. And it's much better to use that life reward to get the response that you'd like out of your dog. So if I'm holding my leash and the dog is getting all excited, I'll simply say sit, and if the dog doesn't sit, I just walk away and put the leash back on the hook. And then I'll wait a few minutes and I'll come back and I'll do it again. And by being patient and by using this life reward, I can actually teach my dog to sit and wait politely as I put the leash on, instead of fighting and wrestling with them. As I said, you can use these life rewards in so many different situations, and there's so many things that your dog likes and wants to do that you can just simply use those rewards to strengthen the behavior that your dog has. And you know, as I said, a lot of dogs get very excited over a lot of different things, so you want to constantly use these life rewards. If you're going to feed your dog, make him do a sit stay or a down stay before you feed him. When you're about to play tug of war, most dogs love tug of war. That's a great time to get a good response out of your dog. So if you keep using these life rewards, you'll find that you get a better response from your dog, and your dog will always be motivated to do obedience and different training techniques for you when you need it most. So thanks for watching this video, and good luck training your dog.